Thank you. Thank you. Good morning. Thank you for attending, for showing your interest in the data I'm actually presenting later today. So these are my disclosures here. Right. We investigated the effect of fixed duration targeted treatment with venetoclax combination as compared with fixed duration standard chemoimmunotherapy in previously untreated patients with CLL and with coexisting comorbidities within this phase 3 trial of the German CE study group that is called CL14, following the systematic approach of the German CE study group here. And you may know that already the vast majority of patients really are older than 70 years of age and have clinically relevant coexisting comorbidities. Now, such unfit patients, as we loosely call them, then would require then less toxic regimens. And if we look at the current standard of care for these patients, then it is really as simple as that. It is either fixed duration chemoimmunotherapy or, since more recently, continuous indefinite targeted therapy. And that was the reason why we decided to develop a new treatment regimen that is a fixed duration targeted therapy. And that was the purpose we wanted to address with this unmet medical need, and we wanted to evaluate fixed duration targeted treatment with venetoclax and obinutuzumab. In fact, we wanted to replace chemotherapy by venetoclax and combine this with another strong compound with obinutuzumab, and compare this against to the standard therapy in this patient population, which is obinutuzumab and chloromycin. And by doing so, we wanted to introduce now a new therapy for patients with previously untreated CLL and with coexisting conditions. Now, what we did, we designed CL14 then as a multi-center open-label phase 3 trial where patients were centrally reviewed in order to confirm their eligibility, and including their coexisting medical conditions here with a CS greater than 6 and or calculated creatinine clearance below 70 milliliter per minute. And we then randomized the patients, 432 patients, to receive either venetoclax obinutuzumab for 12 cycles or chloromycin obinutuzumab for 12 cycles, and 216 patients got randomized in each treatment group, making up the intention to treat population here. No crossover was allowed. The primary endpoint was progression-free survival. Now, at the time of data cutoff, all patients had completed treatment for at least a year. And these are the efficacy results. The overall and complete response rates were significantly higher with venetoclax obinutuzumab, with a complete remission rate of 50% as compared to a complete remission rate of 23% for chloromycin obinutuzumab. And these excellent response rates translated then into an improved progression-free survival. The progression-free survival was significantly higher for venetoclax obinutuzumab as compared to chloromycin obinutuzumab. Median progression-free survival is not being reached in either group, hazard ratio 0.35. Additionally, that was defined as a secondary endpoint. An independent review committee assessed the data and confirmed these results. Accordingly, the 24 months progression-free survival was 88% in the venetoclax obinutuzumab group as compared to 64% in the chloromycin obinutuzumab group. And the analysis of the median MRD levels over time, this is the minimal residual disease, they show that MRD negativity occurred very early and was sustained. That's the most important thing here, was sustained after completion of therapy in most patients treated with venetoclax obinutuzumab, whereas a rapid increase in MRD was noted then for patients treated with chloromycin obinutuzumab, and actually starting right after completion of treatment, as you can see here. Now, accordingly, the MRD negativity rates in the intention to treat population assessed by ISO-PCR assay were significantly higher with venetoclax obinutuzumab in both peripheral blood, and that is 76%, with us 35%, but also in bone marrow, and I'm not showing the data here. Now, I would like to conclude. We showed that fixed duration venetoclax plus obinutuzumab can be safely administered to elderly patients with CLL with relevant comorbidities with no new toxicities identified and no increase in known toxicities. I do apologize for not showing this data here, but I will be showing that later today. And this regimen provides a superior outcome compared to chloromycin and obinutuzumab regarding progression-free survival, overall response rates, complete response rates and MRD negative responses. And this benefit has been observed in all relevant subgroups, including patients with unmutated IgG mutational status or patients with TP53 mutation and or deletion. And to me, what is most important and remarkable, this is the fixed duration therapy for 12 months only, and hence it achieves the highest rate of MRD negative responses observed in a randomized clinical study so far. And based on these results, the combination venetoclax obinutuzumab have been approved by the FDA in May 15 in the real-time oncology program, and also the full manuscript went online actually last week. So, yeah, thank you very much for your attention.